Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet, and I am bagging up more yarn. It feels like a never-ending process, but it's kind of fun. Kind of fun to play in the yarn, right? So if you're new to my channel, this channel is generally about yarn, but then it's about other things in my life as well. My husband and I are retiring January 1st, and we are planning a move. We're not necessarily buying a house right away, but we are going to try some RV living for a while, at least through the end of next October. Maybe longer, maybe not. We might be done with living in a small, tiny space. But that is our plan right away, is that we will sell our house, and while it's up for sale, we're going to be off traveling. And we hope that we like that. So that means that I have to bag up my yarn room. Bag, box, bin, whatever. Right now I'm using these big, huge plastic bags. Look like this. They're like a canvas. They have straps that go all the way around. So they'll protect my yarn really well, no matter where it is. So until we sell the house, we'll probably leave everything that we're keeping in it. But then after that, it might have to go into a storage facility until, until we're ready to determine where we're going to buy a new house. We know that we don't want to continue to live in this old colonial. Not that we don't love the house. We don't love the colonial. We want single floor living. And that being said, I am doing a whole series of boxing up my yarn room. And I hope you enjoy that kind of video. If you do, stick around, because there's going to be lots more to come. I'm on bag 20. I didn't realize I had so much yarn. But that's okay, because it's fun. So I have, what I'm putting in here now, I have 12 of these skeins. And 20 doesn't necessarily mean everything's in a bag. Some of it's in bins. Some of it is in smaller containers than what this is. But this yarn, see, I knew I had one that was open and I wanted to get to it. So this yarn, I believe Nancy gave me this, and she started something and then she just did not like working with the yarn. This yarn is Loops and Threads. What do they call it? Twisted Texture. And it's like homespun. I don't mind working with homespun. I actually have homespun that I've already bagged up. It doesn't give you great stitch definition, so don't do something fancy. The only thing I don't like about it is that it frays. So you got to like really weave in your ends good. And that's the only thing I don't like about it. It is soft. This is very soft. It's squishy. It's warm. If you live in a climate like I live in, this is really nice. I made my daughter a duster cardigan out of this type of yarn, out of the homespun, not the Loops and Threads. But it's, they mimic off of each other. Yarn companies do. And so it's like a marled, and it gives you a lot of texture. If you like texture, this is a great yarn to use. I use a big hook when I do this. It is a 5 weight. It's 100% what, polyester? Yeah. Oh no, 90% acrylic, 10% polyester. It tells you to use a 5.5 hook. I would probably use an 8 or a 9, to be honest. With the way that I crochet, that size hook would be better for me. At least an 8 or a 9. But Nancy gave me these because she didn't like the yarn, even though she likes bulky yarn. She wasn't real thrilled with this. So when I was at her house one time, she gave me 12 sleeves. And look at how nice these are going to fit in my bag. All on top of each other. I love that. That is going to be perfect. I already wrote that down on my list. So what I'm doing as I am going through the yarn, and sharing it with you, because we all love yarn porn, right? I am bagging it up and I'm logging it on a piece of paper, and then I'm putting it in my computer so that, you know, when I meet up with my yarn again, because we're going to travel, and it is not all fitting in my little 28-foot camper that we purchased for traveling in. So I will be taking bags, project bags with projects in it already ready to go. All the yarn that I need, pattern in a bag, and that is what I'm going to take with me for when we travel. And then eventually I'll meet back up with my yarn again and restock. But I want to know what yarn I have and where it is. So every yarn that I'm putting in goes into a bag, and I'm writing the number on the bag, on the ends, so that when, because they're not necessarily going to be in numerical order when we ship them out, you know, ship them to a storage facility. I am 100% sure that they are not going to be in numerical order. But at least I'll know what's in what bag and where to find what I'm looking for. So that's the plan. We'll see how well that works out. And then, like, all my shelves and bins we'll take down and I'll take with me to the next home that we purchased, when we purchase it. We're just not really sure where we're gonna end up, or how long we want to travel. So we don't want to have that weight on our shoulders that there's a house vacant somewhere that's ours, you know, and we're gone for 6 months. Doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, enough of that. Let's look at more yarn. So I'm just going to pull yarn off of a shelf I have here, and these are 5 and 6 weight yarns, and we're just going to write them down and throw them in the bin. So, and there will be crinkling. I am sorry to tell you, I bag all my yarn in plastic bags. These bags I get from Amazon. I get them in 100, I think, in a package. And as I recall, it's like 20 bucks maybe. And they are by Spartan Industries. And the bags are resealable. So they're similar to the bags that ice yarn comes in. But they keep my yarn so much better organized on my shelves. So that's why I use them. Now this yarn is, this is Juliet, Pure Garden is the color. And this is, oh, Garden Rule, I'm sorry. Excuse me. This is a Hobby Lobby yarn that they don't make anymore. They don't use it anymore. A lot of my yarns are going to be that way. It's a 6 weight. It's 80% acrylic, 20% nylon, and it's 87 yards. And it's greens and tans. So I'm going to put that in here. Yarn Bee, Juliet, Juliette, in the color Garden, what did I say? Garden, lost it. Garden Rule. Let me show it to you again while I write the info down. What did I say? 6 weight and 87 yards. Yep. And I have, looks like 3 in this color, which is tan and green. This kind of yarn makes really nice warm hats. I do believe I have, oh, maybe I don't have more of that. Looks like maybe no more of that. Now I have a lot of Hometown USA. I'm going to write this down. Let's just start on the next page over, because all of it will be the same. So let me pause you a second while I get some stats. Okay, did it again. I hit the wrong buttons. That's okay. So for Hometown USA, I'm not sure if this is all that I have. This one I got for $1 on clearance. I mean, how can you resist that? This one is called Anchorage Ice, and it's gray and black. So Hometown USA is a 6 weight. This is 4 ounces or 64 yards in the variegated. If it's a multicolored, it's 64 yards. If it's solid, it's 81 yards. It is a 6. It is 100% acrylic. I don't remember if I said that. And it is made by, I think, Lion Brand. Yep, Lion Brand. Now, I believe I have a basket of this color upstairs that I started to make a poncho for Amanda, and then decided to, no, the duster, and then decided to make it out of the homespun. And so I think I have a whole basket like this size up in the attic that has the start of a sweater in it. So I might just add that to that basket, but I have one of those. Then all these others are the same. This one is called Lake Tahoe Blue. And you can see it's mostly just a blue, but then there's some like greens and yellows in there. And I have 5 of these. Then I have, this is really, it's a nice soft yarn. It's very splitty when you work with it, though. I will say that for it. I think the thicker yarns quite frequently are splitty. This one, well, since it's open, you can see the color better. It has a little bit of a shine to it. Kind of reminds you of like Huron Simply Soft. It's a little slippery like that. And this color is called Slatington Gray. I believe that was the color it was called. I don't know where that is, but that's like a charcoal gray. And then I have New York White. 3 of those. I don't know why 3. Maybe they were on sale. Bags of 3. I don't know. And this one is called Dallas Gray. And it's a silver. And that is all of that, I think. I think that's all the, oh, wait, I might have another. Nope, I think that's alpaca. Oh, hold on. Yep, that's alpaca. That's not it either. Yeah, I think that is all I have of that yarn. Then I have some other yarn that's going to be perfect for in this bag. Let me just dig it out here a second because it looks like there's a lot. Oh, there is. In 2 different colors. Ooh, let's see if we can fit it in this bag. So I have Premier Serenity Chunky. This is one of Nancy's favorite yarns to use. It is Nancy from She's Got Yarn. It is a 5, I believe, bulky. Yeah, 5 bulky. And this color is called, probably cream. Pristine. It is called Pristine. So let's see, there are, it's 100% acrylic. There's 109 yards, 100 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. And I have 3 bags of 3, so I have 9 of those. And then I have it in white. And the color is called Cloud Dancer. And I have 9 of those. I'm going to write those on my book and put these in the bag, and then we'll see how much further we can go with this bag. Hold on. Okay, thanks for waiting. So, yep, that did fill up bag 20, and I carted it off to the other room. And I got some more yarns together to put in the next bag. And so we're going to start with some Red Heart Super Saver Chunky. It's acrylic yarn. And these 5 weights, it's a 5 weight. It's, what did I write it down? 173 yards per, I only keep track of the yards, per 5 ounces. So it's 158 meters. I'm sorry, reading it upside down. And in this package, I have a black. I have 2, and I think they call it black. Yep. And I have 2 of these that are called minty. So it's mint green. And then I have purple. And I can't, it's all the way at the bottom of the bag. So and it's all the way on the inside. I cannot see what they actually call it, but it is definitely purple. So I'll know what color that is. And then in another bag, I have two that are, they call this flamingo. You know, I could probably put all these colors together and put it in a Boggy blanket. I mean, it's so random. I don't know why I have these. I don't know where I got these from. I don't know why I have them in random numbers. But when I reorganize the next yarn room, I'll probably put stuff like this aside. And it'll go in like a hat and scarf bin. And just grab those out for that kind of thing. This could even be good amigurumis, actually. Red Heart Super Saver does, in the 4-weight, is really great for amigurumis. I don't know what it's like for amis in the 5-weight, but I don't think I've ever actually used it. You know, it's in a 5-weight. Then I have, this is Dreamweaver yarn. And if you've been around a while, you've heard me talk about it before. It's crinkly, sorry. Dreamweaver is a Red Heart yarn, I'm pretty sure. It's like mill ends. And they used to come in a twin pack, which is hard to tell, but and I would get them really cheap. They sell them at a discount store around here called Mark's. If you're from the Northern Ohio area, y'all are familiar with Mark's. It's like my favorite place to shop. They have a closeout section. You just never know what you're going to find in the closeout section. It's really a cool store. They opened when my 43-year-old was a baby. So they've been around that long, and it's a single owner guy. And he's built it into a nice size franchise here in Northern Ohio, but he gets in on like closeout deals, and it's really cool. But it's not, it's a grocery store. And they sell their foods inexpensive, like cheaper than the, like Publix would be. If you're familiar with that store, or I'm trying to think of stores that aren't just from Ohio. I know Publix is one you might have heard of. Lion's Den. I don't know stores on the other coast. But, you know, your regular grocery store chain. Mark's sells less expensively their groceries than that. And he gets these really awesome closeout deals. Now, on this yarn, they don't give you a great deal of information. I know because I've matched it up with other Red Heart Super Saver yarns. Like I had a pink camo, or Red Heart Super Saver has that pink camo, and they were perfect match. And there's been a couple of other yarns that I'm like, oh, I have that in Dreamweaver, and it's the same thing. But then I have it in stuff that's like landscapes too. So, I don't know. But this kind of reminds me of Hometown, to be honest. And anyway, they don't give you a lot of stats. It says that each skein is 131 yards and they're 5 ounces. So it's really right in there with Hometown. It's soft, and in the 5-weight, this yarn is slippery. I made a reader shawl out of this in orange and a brown. I don't know what left I have, but I have the black. So I have 3 skeins of that. I haven't written that down. Let's see, that's Dreamweaver, black, 3 at 131 yards. Because I need to know that. For when I'm looking for a project, you have to know how much yardage you have. Now, I have this yarn. I have this yarn in a bin upstairs. I think I have more of this color. This is lots of dots. So I'm going to put this one, I'm going to write the information down on it. But I'll give it to you now. Because I think I have a bin of this, a tote of this upstairs in the same color. So I'll just add to that. It is 100 yards which is 101 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 60% acrylic, 40% polyamide. It is a 5 weight, and this color, it's a Yarn Bee yarn. This color is called Dewdrops. I like oranges and grays and whites. It's like a coral. I really like it. But I'm going to check to see if I have some of that upstairs and add that to the upstairs thing. And then, oh, here's the orange in the Dreamweaver. Told you I had it in orange. There it is, right there. Dreamweaver orange. And I have 2. Then there is a surprise guy in here. I have yarn sitting on a chair. In a bin, behind the bin. This yarn, because I have more of these too. So this is Hobby Amigo. I just don't have it in more than one. This is, you'll see. You'll see. So I'm going to write this down here. Hobby Amigo Chunky. This is Chunky. And this is a Friends yarn. So if you don't know, Hobby sells yarn in what they call Friends colorways. If it's a Friends yarn, it has this little thing on it right there. They have the same color. So this is color 16. And you'll find anything that has Friends on it, color 16 will be this exact same color. So that's kind of cool if you wanted to mix and match maybe... I don't know, maybe you want to make pot holders out of a cotton, but then you want to put placemats out of acrylic. I don't know. I don't know why you would not do the cotton on a placemat, but if you wanted to mix and match fibers, the colors would be the same. Or if you wanted to mix and match weights. So let's say you wanted to do a hat and scarf out of chunky yarn, but you wanted a matching sweater and you wanted to do that in an acrylic. I mean, in a 4-weight. I don't know. The colors would match. That's the whole idea. So did I tell you about this? It is, let's see, 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 100 meters, and which is 109 yards. So for me, I want 109 yards, and this is blue. And I have 1. But I have more. Just not in this bag. So we're going to seal this bag up. Throw it in here. Then I have the Hobby Amigo in a pink, a purple, and a green. And I'm trying to see if I have more of it. Yep, I do. So let's see. Pink, purple, green. It's nice soft yarn. I really like it. And then, not this one. Oh. Down here. Hobby Amigo. No, this is a different Hobby Amigo. I mean, this is an Amigo. This is Hobby. Still says it's a 5-weight, but it's way thicker looking than that other 5-weight. This is a Hobby Giga. G-I-G-A. I'm trying to get you a label. Oh, there we go. It is also a Friends yarn. All the Hobby yarns are always really nice. I can't complain about them for sure. So let's see. I have here 2 in the navy blue and 2 in the gray. And they are 104 yards at a 5-weight. Interesting. Okay, let me write this down. I'm going to pause you a minute because things are kind of gone a little crazy over here. And I want to get it together. So hold on. Alrighty, so Actually, these are blue, all 4 of these. This is like a blue, gray, steel blue. And this is more like a dark navy-ish blue. And these are the Amigo Gia. I also have this in green and tan. So the green is like a sage green, and that's color number 27. I guess I should have told you that on the others. And this is color number 3, the tan. Now I had a different weight of this in these same kind of colors, and I made a blanket. I just gave it to Amanda. I knitted a blanket out of it, and it was wonderful. I loved the blanket, and Amanda claimed it, and so whenever she claims it, I give it to her, because I'm the mom, and that's what you do, right? Then I have some more hometown. I thought I had more, and then I couldn't find it. Well, found it. So this one, the solid color, so that means there is 81 yards. That is a heck of a pink, huh? It's called Honolulu Pink. And so the stats would be the same from the last one. Then I found this one that is Los Angeles Tan. I really like that color. That color is right up my alley. Then I have these oddball ones. Again, don't know why. I guess I got this one because it was on clearance for $2.47. And this one is called St. Paul Sky. Yep, sky blue. And I don't know why these aren't in a bag, but they're not. And then I have these two that I really like the colors of too. They're like a real subtle pink and a gray. I don't know, can you tell? Yeah, I think you can. And this one is called Palm Springs. Like it a lot. So I have all of those logged in my little log. Now I'll show you the next ones, and then I'll log them after, because I want to get all of these in this bin. These are all Premier. It's all anti-pilling. Premier Chunky. I guess it's called Premier Chunky. Oh, Everyday Bulky is what it's called. Two of my favorite colors, purple and pink. This is a 6-weight yarn. And it says, I'm trying to find the yardage. Of course, not on the side I'm looking at. Okay, you can look at the side. 87 yards, 80 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. And as you can see, I have 3 of each, pink and purple. The pink is called Pink, and the purple is called Lavender. Very nice. Very pretty. Then I have these Premier yarns. These are Toy Box. I don't think they make Toy Box anymore. And I know I bought these a while back. These are 5-weight, 109 yards, 100 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. And that was also a really nice yarn. I gave some of it. I thought I gave all of what I had to Nancy when I was there last time. But I guess I missed these. So this one is color Frisbee. And the pink one that I have is color Kite. Don't ask me why. I did not name them, obviously. But that's what they are. So there we go. That's what we have with this. Pink and Kite. I mean, not, what was it? I lost it already. Frisbee and Kite in the Toy Box yarn. So I think I'm going to be able to get all of that into this bin, and that is so exciting. Or bag. And as much as I've done, you really can't tell that I've done anything. Oh, okay, lots more to do, lots more yarn porn coming up. But I think I will close this video out for this time because it's already 20 minutes in. My husband is pulling in the driveway, so hopefully he got light bulbs for my other room because I really want to get that yarn bagged up. And I could sit in there and do it if I had better lights, which would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to call it quits here. Thanks so much for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. I love all the comments. So please do that if you like. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.